This right here is the recreation of my first ever ship in Stormworks, and honestly, it isn't the best thing in the world that I've ever built, but it's still pretty cool. I would like to get rid of some of the exhaust that's coming out of this thing. That's a bit crazy, but I figured we might as well actually try and use this. So, let's find ourselves a mission, and I guess try and do something about it? I don't know. I kind of want to try and drag a boat or some wreckage onto here, because I think that'd be really cool. So, let's get a mission that does that, and hopefully we can actually do it ourselves. Before we do that, though, we need to actually go in and do something else. We actually need some dials so that we know what we're doing. At the minute, we don't have any dials that show us certain things. Like, we don't know how much fuel we've got, we don't know how much battery we've got, etc., etc. We're going to go ahead and shove these guys actually quite far away. There we go. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and have them right there. That seems fine. So, let's go with battery on this one. We're going to go with speed in the center. There we go. And to the side, we're going to go with fuel. Okay. So, let's go ahead and attach this guy down to the fuel, which is down there. Excellent. Don't know how many liters we're going to have, but let's go ahead and set it to 30,000. I think that makes sense. Speed, let's go ahead and set this to 150. That's a bit mad. And battery just stays at 1. Fortunately for us, we don't actually need a battery, but that's fine. Let's just go ahead and shove one in anyway, just because we can. Bosh. Okay, connect that up to there, even though we aren't actually using one. There we go. And we need a speedo that actually works too. So, linear speed sensor. We're going to shove that, I don't know, up here, I guess. It doesn't really have to be anywhere, but, like, let's just go ahead and delete this, shove it in there, but we'll actually make it the same color as everything else. Okay, so speed sensor goes into there. That's fine. One of the final things that I want to do is actually add some lights into the inside of this room, and we should be good to go. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is shove this guy into here. We're going to add a button to each side of this, and I'm actually going to add a button in the floor right there, like that. If you're wondering what these are for, this is to control this winch right here. So winch in. There we go. And on the other side, we're obviously going to go with winch out, and on the back we're gonna go with, if I can click it, there we go, winch on. Excellent. Yes, connect this to winch on. This is winch out, which is down and up. There we go. Right, so we should be able to use this winch now on the back if necessary, which it will be, probably, maybe. And finally, I think, this might be the final thing we do. I actually want to go ahead and get a slightly different color, and I just want to go ahead and start drawing lines on the deck. Main reason for this is because it will actually make it look a hell of a lot nicer. Having slightly different colors definitely helps with the way things look. Because otherwise, it would just stay the same color and just be very, very boring. So I'm just going to shove some lines around here with this. And that's just how it's going to work. We'll connect these guys together. There we go. You guys might not even be able to see the color change here. It's very, very, very minimal. But once we get into it, it should be fine. Paint that across there. Excellent. We're going to go across to the last bit right there and across the walls. All right, there we go. Excellent. Across here as well. And directly underneath there. And I'm also just going to go straight down the sides too because I can. And in fact, around this too. That makes sense. Whee! Alright, awesome. All the way down, and bosh. Okay, I'm actually just going to go ahead and paint in the rest of this. We're going to fill in the bit at the end. That's all good. I mean, it looks a bit crazy, but I'm sure it's fine. Alright, so we got ourselves very close to a mission now. Let's go ahead and start the engines, get this thing ready to go. And I guess let's go do the mission. There is some sort of boat that needs transporting, so I'm hoping we can lower the ramp down on the front, drag the crane to the front of the boat, and then attach the crane. Oh wait, do we have any extra ropes around? Alright, that was a boo-boo on my part, but we can just steal one from the outside. Yeah, we're gonna just nick a rope from the outside and attach it to the winch up here, and then hopefully drag whatever the boat is onto the deck. Also, I completely forgot about the moon pool. It does have water in it, but that's fine. Whoa, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. Alright, well, apparently if you've not got a very good driver, you might crash your boat. I'm just gonna go ahead and try and fix as much of this as possible, but actually I won't be able to, will I? Nah, this is gonna take too long. Alright, just run backwards, it's fine. It's gonna be fine, don't worry. Am I about to crash again? This thing is really fast, by the way. Just as a side note, this thing's really fast. Okay, so I can see the boat that we are going to go ahead and rescue. Let's go ahead and lower down the front ramp, actually, like, all the way. That might seem a little bit ridiculous, but that's what we're going to do. We're then going to drive straight behind the boat, get our winch ready on the crane, and just drag it in. So, let's do it. Here we go. Drive forwards, 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 forwards. Yes. Okay. I mean, realistically, I might not even need the crane. I could use the ramp to, like, lift it in. But I don't think that's a good idea. All right, there we go. Good, we got it in the right place. We are sinking, I believe. Because... we are definitely sinking because we are so much lower in the water than we used to be. Alright, it's fine, don't worry, it'll be okay. Right, grab this. Attach it onto here. I should have moved the crane already, actually. But there we go, that's fine. Jump up to the crane. Go forwards. Here we go. Winch in, which is 4. Our boat is sinking. Yeah, that's not actually what I was hoping for, but sure. If we can drag this boat on board. There we go, and reverse. Just pull it backwards. Yep. Awesome. Awesome, that's it, that's all we need. Right, and now we need to leave. So this is a prime example of why you need bilge pumps. Because otherwise you might end up just underwater and swimming on your own deck. But anyway, we got a boat on. Let's go ahead and lift the ramp back up. Slap it in reverse, which is right here. And reverse... Oh my! Reverse backwards. Excellent, yes. And then we can just drive to wherever we need to be. Turn this off again. Start the engines. There we go, and drive. Oh! Alright, yeah, there might have been a few mistakes made, actually. There might have been many mistakes made. Don't worry, it's fine. I don't think it is fine. We should probably go back and actually add bilge pumps to this. That is one of the most important things we need to do. And then the other thing we need to do is probably actually tie things down when we get them on the deck. So we need to add ropes. But other than that, it totally worked. Right? Right, guys? I'm stuck. Oh, I'm on fire. Don't worry, this is fine. Okay, oh, you know what? This is probably one of the main issues that we have. I think this probably filled with water very, very quickly, and then, because the front of our boat was broken, this bit filled with water, which means the front 2 compartments by themselves were full of water and making us sink. What I'm gonna do to actually increase our buoyancy a little bit is I'm actually gonna go ahead and add this down here like this. Which might be a bit of a weird situation, but it sort of isn't. Essentially what this is doing is adding another tank on the side so that this room, even if it fills with water, doesn't fill this with water, which makes sense. So let's go and add ourselves some pumps into each of these rooms and make sure that if water gets in, it gets pumped out. Alright, so these are our pumps. Let's go ahead and just shove this into here like this, I guess. Fluid out, so it needs to be that way around. Let's add like 4 in here. That's quite a lot, but sure. We're gonna add some in here would actually make sense. So I'm actually just gonna go and shove them here. Sure. Kind of like this. 3 of them. Yep. Sure. Sure. No. I kind of want them like that. There we go. So 4 of them in here. We're gonna add some in this room as well. Turn these around. Shove it there and there. Very good. And then we're going to add some in this room back here, but realistically, we should actually add more anyway. So those guys are going to go right there, and I'm going to add these guys right here. And I'm going to separate this room into 2 different rooms. Alright, so in order to do that, let's delete this guy, go to pipe really quickly, shove a straight pipe through there. We're then going to just put that into there, build this up to here, grab ourselves a door, shove the door into wherever's central, and do this. Okay, excellent. So, now we just got to go around adding a bunch of ports underneath all of these, and on top of all of these, and that'll be great. Alright, so, we got all the pumps in, which is all nice. We then need a meter in each of the rooms. A liquid meter, yes. So let's just go ahead and shove one of these guys in between there. I would like these to look nicer, but we're just in a hurry right now, so we need to just shove them in. A meter in here, and also a meter in this room, which I'm going to shove right there, like this. Bosh. Gonna have to paint the outside of that, but that's fine. Bosh. And that's all good. So, maybe I should put like a liquid filter on each of these. Or, yeah, no, a liquid filter would probably make sense, actually. And then we need like a gas relief valve on each of them, I guess? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to get a greater than, and I'm going to shove it right there. If the level is, compare, is greater than 0, these guys will turn on. And essentially I need to do that on every one of these, and then it should be good. Okay, so one of the issues that we had earlier was that we had no rope, so let's just go ahead and delete 3 right there and 3 right here. Bosh, rope and rope, excellent. I'm actually going to do the same on the back, so let's shove that into there and there. That is a lot of extra rope, I suppose. And I'm actually going to do it right here as well, so there and there. So we got loads of extra rope. I'm actually not going to do it on the side. Let's just do this. There we go. And I'm actually just going to have rope, 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 all the way down the back of that. Excellent. It's on both sides, so we got a hell of a lot of rope now, and now we can actually probably do the mission. We also obviously have all of the bilge pumps working. I think in each of these rooms, I might need a gas relief valve, just so the air can actually get back in if it needs to. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just quickly do that in each of these. Essentially, should I do 2? Let's just delete this guy right here and do this. We're then going to shove one of these guys right here, and gas, one of these guys, goes in the center. We're then going to paint each of these on the top, like that, there we go. We're then going to need one of these in each of the rooms, so grab that down to here, copy it, we're going to shove one inside here, of course, paste and merge, there we go. I am going to have to paint each of these, but that's fine. We're then going to have one in this room, so let's just go ahead and shove it right here, paste, and one in this room as well, right in the center of the room, sure, paste, merge this, merge this, merge, oh, is there one in there? I guess there isn't one in there. Right, where is it? Whee! Okay, we're gonna need one in here too, aren't we? We are. Oh no, there is one in here. Is it already merged? It is. We're then gonna need one in this side. There-ish, yeah, sure, that works. And one in the other side, like, is it against the wall? Oh no, it is. Paste that there we go. Merge this guy, there we go. Merge this guy, excellent. We're gonna go to the top, and I'm gonna start painting them all whatever color they need to be, which is fine. We can totally get that done. Boop, there we go. And there is actually one in a room. I'm sure that's fine. Oh, you know what? The issue with that, actually, is that there's always water in the room with the thingamabobbies. I don't know how to explain what I just said. There's always water in the moon pool room. So, if we didn't have infinite electricity on, we'd be using a hell of a lot of electricity just pumping out a room that is constantly full of water. Yeah. Also, that being full of water is just not great. I should probably get rid of it. But who cares? It was part of the original ship, so it's part of this one too. Alright, so I've just figured out an issue that we've got. Obviously, I can't see in front of us at all. So when it comes to actually loading things up, we're going to have to just lower that down. I am going to get this back on the deck. It'll be fine. So let's go ahead and drive straight over. Hopefully I can pull this on without any issues. Bow thrusters on this thing, by the way, would be great. But unfortunately, I just don't have any. Anyway, let's just go ahead and just park this right here. Excellent. So far, so good. Let's drop our weld. Are we sinking again? Alright, whatever. It's fine. I think I need to remove the moon pool. That's the thing that's causing us the most issues right now. I'm going to send this down to the end. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to shove it onto here. There we go. We're going to drag it onto the boat, and that'll be fine. Alright, so winch up is happening. There we go. We've winched it up. Very nice. We're then going to go ahead and pull it backwards onto our ship, which might cause some issues. Oh, it is actually working, though. There we go. Try and drag it backwards just a little bit. There we go. Look at that. Nice. And then we can leave it just here like this. Okay, yeah, I mean, I suppose that does actually work. We should then probably tie it down. So, grab a rope. Ignore all of the water on the deck. It's supposed to be there. It's definitely not. It's definitely not. Shove that guy onto there. Excellent. And then We're going to swim back over here, grab this one, and we're going to shove some on the front of it too. If I can jump that high. Are you serious? I can't actually get up there. Alright, get in a seat, run around the side. Ignore the flashing. If you guys don't like flashing, look away, because it's just happening. Alright, there we go. Shove that down to there, and we can probably do one more. But we might as well do it while we're on the run. Or whilst we're moving. Maybe not on the run. It's probably the wrong word for it. Anyway, there's a connector here. Let's connect it down to there, and let's get going. Fortunately, this time nothing's broken, so that's good. If I try and move the ship, it'll get itself back out of the water. Excellent. And we have a boat on our ship. Look at that. Amazing. Alright, so front ramp needs to then come back up, which it has. Excellent. And we need to send this all the way down to this dock down here. How far away is that? 17 kilometers. You know what? It won't take long to get there. So let's do it. Also, side note, I want to look inside this room. Yes, water is getting in. It is trying to pump it out, but it's fine. It's okay. I'm not going to lie, this is actually going a hell of a lot better than I thought. We're currently going 40 meters per second as well, which is actually decently fast. There's a tsunami or something coming. I forgot to change that, but I guess we'll see how we deal with it. This being on the back is actually a pretty cool idea. Obviously, we could tow things as well. We have winch in, winch out, and winch on, just in case we had a mag all on there. And yeah, I actually really like the fact that we can walk around the outside. I also like the fact that we have this on the outside too, rather than the inside. It just gives us a little bit of extra room. Tying it down totally worked as well. And, yeah. The only thing is, I would say, that getting this ship onto here was lucky we were lower in the water, because this is actually poking down a little bit, which is not great. But, I should say, it might be an idea to actually add ballast pumps to this thing, or ballast tanks, I should say, so that we can actually automatically lower ourselves down into the water to pull boats on a lot easier. That would probably make a lot of sense. You know what, guys? This really didn't take us very long. A tsunami didn't actually end up coming, but apparently it is still there. We are going to go ahead and wind up to full, rain up to full, fog on. Alright, let's see how that reacts. Obviously, it did get thrown around a little bit. We might end up tipping over, but who knows? I've got no balancing system on this. Yeah. This ain't great. Although it is working. We are essentially a big box, so the fact that it is so flat actually helps this ship out a lot. A lot. Because tipping over makes it, well, it's actually quite hard to tip over anyway. How far away are we? 2.6 kilometers? It might actually even fly a bit. One thing I would say about this is the back end is extremely flat, and I would probably change that next time if I was to do it again. But I'm not sure. Also, side note, whoa, look at this thing flying around. Oh, man. I think some of it just snapped. Some of the ropes just snapped. But yeah, I think next time we'll actually do a plane. Wait, what's going over me? Am I underwater? Is this full of water now? No. I don't know what's going on. This is a disaster. But actually, it's still working fine. Anyway, I've had enough of that. Let's get rid of it. There we go. Did we break anything? Yes, we broke the ramp a tiny bit. And the boat itself is broke a little bit. Oh, and the ladders. Or the stairs, I should say. Yeah, those are broken. We're on fire? Oh, yeah, that's another issue that I didn't even think about. So, our engines, I don't have anything for cooling. Well, I do have something for cooling, but I'm assuming the cooling has failed. Because that engine is dead. I don't have any welders down here. I need a welder. We've almost managed to deliver it, but we haven't quite got there. We are so close. Alright, let's just go ahead and grab... Oh, I've got a welder on me. Run downstairs. Come on. ASAP. Let's go. And just repair it. Yeah! Go, 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 go! Oh, it did just set on fire again. A tiny bit. We're just repairing it as we go. Yeah! Alright, we're just going to use whatever boost we currently have from the engines and use that to get to wherever we need to go. Ladder, let's go! Go, go, go! Open the door, run! We are on fire, but that's fine. Turn left, quickly! We are so close, we are 1 kilometer away, we gotta make it! Throttle full, go! Come on! Yes, some sort of autopilot system would work great on this thing as well, not gonna lie. Alright guys, well we got so close, but we are still so far away. Look at that, 600 meters. We are going under. Our propellers are still spinning, so we are still going forwards. The one on the left seems to be going better than the one on the right. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna run down... Getting downstairs is gonna be a pain. I might actually add a way to get downstairs from in here. That would make a lot of sense. I think we can successfully do this mission still. We're so close. The boat is actually now very much floating. Oh, kind of floating. And our boat is very much sinking. But that's fine. This room, not full of water yet. The room on the front, not full of water either. Oh, we're not going to make it, are we? We are so close. Guys, I'm down in the engine room. I think there's a lack of oxygen in here. I need to get out. Run. Oh, my goodness. Open the door. Get out. Whew, I almost died from a lack of oxygen. Well, anyway, we made it to the harbour. That's all that matters, right? Not quite. Yeah, so we still have some improvements to make on this thing. I actually want to add some paint blocks to it as well. And then I actually want to try and do the Recover a Spitfire mission. I need some better coolant on the engines. And yeah. So, not perfect by any means, but a lot better than the previous version. So, I'm going to end this video here for now. Thank you guys very much for watching. I actually really enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys did too. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.